Hello and welcome to the Paper Angel Plans. My name is Angelina, and today we're going to talk about how July is going so far for me. So as you can see, my cover today has several new stickers. I don't remember if I had these ducks on here yet, but I had, these are my July ducks that I made. And I also added recently this Busy Bee sticker, which I really love. And then I added my logo for my channel. And I really think this is a really cute logo, so I wanted to put it on my journal. And let's see, I'm gonna flip to the first week of July, since I don't believe I've shown any of my July spreads this time around, for this month. So as you can see, this is some of the activities that I was up to the first week of July. And I would say that this week was was busy, but I was also a little bit tired this week. I'm looking especially at Wednesday, where I was working, but I was also very sleepy. But it looks like this week I was finishing up watching Lark Rise to Candleford, which is like a historical show that I was watching at the time. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. And I'm talking about some planner spreads and other fun things that were going on. I'm also marking any of my workouts that I've been doing, and any of like the fun hobbies that I did throughout the week. And on the 4th of July was Independence Day if you live in the US. And that was fun. A fun time with my family and just relaxing. Nice day off work. That week I also bought some books at the library, and I really like this little, it's like a little used bookstore that sells like really cheap books at my library. It's usually like 50 cents for softcover books and $1 for hardcover books. So I was able to bring a bunch of fantasy books, and I like some romance books as well. So it was a really fun trip to make. I'm looking to go there again sometime soon. And I really miss paper books, so that was a big reason why I went to the library. That week it looks like I also had a cow sighting at my work. There's there's like fields around my work, and sometimes we see these brown and white cows that go and graze in the fields. It's really fun. And I also have a workout tracker and a water tracker for this week. I noticed that this week I was a little bit different from my June spread, because I'm adding like these little highlighter marks on the inside, on the spread. I really liked how much color it brought in. And I have like a little color code where I associate certain colors with certain activities. If you're curious as to some of the stationery that I used to create this page, most of these stickers and like this one right here are stuff I've just made myself, and same with these little ducks on here. The balloons I believe I bought them on Amazon. And let me see, the highlighters that I use are the Stabilo Boss original highlighters. I've had these for like many years now, and I've really enjoyed using them. Only issue I have with them is that they sometimes, if I put them on top of a fountain pen that I have laid down, they tend to bleed a little bit. Or they tend to like smear the fountain pen ink. The current fountain pen that I'm working with that I really like is the Platinum Preppy fountain pen. I got it at the very last week of June when I got this planner, and I really love it. I'm looking to get a converter for it so I can use fountain pen ink with it as well. That's one of the goals I have for it. So I really enjoy writing in fountain pen. I didn't realize that I would like it so much. Let me see what else. Let's look at the next week. The next week it looks like I had some trouble sleeping this week, but I was able to feel like I was very busy getting a lot of work done, a little sleepy maybe on the first day, but I'm still marking my workouts. And I had some difficult conversations this week, so it was tough, but I feel like I got through it and I survived it. And I marked some other fun things that I was doing this week. Oh, I also crocheted a purse this week, which is very fun. I did some relaxation doing laundry. I feel like laundry is such a hard task for me. I think laundry is a task that I don't like to do sometimes because I think it's just the act of just having to sit there and fold for a long time. Like it's a little hard to like feel motivated to get it done because it just builds up over time. But it's something that I always have to do, and I think setting aside time to do laundry and maybe watch a video or something on YouTube kind of helps motivate me a little bit. Oh, this week I also celebrated, I just had a family celebration, and I made some cookies. I made these, they're almond butter cookies. They're like a 4-ingredient cookie that I really, really love. Like every time I make them, I almost eat all of them. My dad, my brother, and my other family members really like these cookies as well. I might use these I've been planning to actually update my recipe book that I have to include these cookies as well. As you can see, I'm also looking at my spread. I'm seeing this water tracker here. I found that I think my water tracker is just very difficult for me to keep up with because I was seeing like when my stress is high, my water intake is low. It's partly the issue. And I also just think it's been hard to remember to track it, especially when I'm in the office at work or I'm just going throughout my day. It's kind of hard to just track my water intake. I'm looking to find different solutions for this. If you have any suggestions for how you track your water, I would love to see it in the comments. That would be so helpful. I also currently have like a little water app that I'm trying this week, so I'm hoping that'll give me at least some motivation to kind of try to track my water better. I also have been playing Animal Well this week, the current week here. This was the week of the 8th, and I really like it. It's been a lot of fun. I really like drawing this little character and this little character from Animal Well. I would almost make this a sticker because I really like it so much. And I like doing some of these like little doodles. They're fun. I'm looking to make more stickers soon to kind of use as these little icons, and so I don't have as much doodling that I need to do, but I don't know, doodling is fun too. Okay, this is last week, so the week of the 15th. And as you can see, I used a lot of different stickers this spread, and I did a lot of memory planning this week, or this past week. So as you can see, my water tracking just kind of fell off. I feel like I may not include water tracking on my weekly spreads anymore, and just stick with the app and maybe track it in another place. I'm not sure. I've also been entertaining the idea of creating a habit journal, but I'm not sure how I'm going to make that work. I'm still thinking about how I want to do it. And I also created this little sticker. So I drew on top of sticker paper and cut it out, and I said I forgot because I forgot to do all this water tracking. I was also considering for my water tracking, I may also, if I keep doing water tracking, I might mark my mood or stress level. That's another option. But this sticker I created, I used some like a regular. Let me see. I used it's like I'm gonna get the pen that I used with this. I really like the Bic Atlantis pen. I've used it for such a long time for my writing. I have like a ton of these. But that kind of did like the little black outlines here. But I also used for this. I went to Five Below recently, and I bought this set of illustration markers, which I think they're supposed to be like the Tombow markers and some of those other painting markers. They're like an alcohol marker, and they're not too bad. They have some nice color options here. The only issue I have with them is that they bleed through a lot on the paper. So what I'm gonna use them for is to make like stickers like this, or I can just draw on sticker paper and paste them in. I also have some really cute little cat stickers on here. These are some of my favorites. I'm sad that I'm using up the set, but I'm enjoying, you know, what I'm using. I also played billiards with some of my coworkers this week. I'm looking at other things I did. I'm marking my my workouts a little differently this week. You'll notice it's a green pen this time. I found these also at Five Below. They're fountain and highlighter pens. I don't really love them though, because when I got them, 3 of the pens didn't work. So I was really upset because I was really hoping to write in all these colors with these fountain pens. But I can understand they were only like a couple dollars. You know, it's a little bit of a gamble, I think, when you do like bargain stationery. But I might try to look on Amazon for other alternatives that might be a little bit better. But see, like there's a highlighter end to them, and then they have the fountain pen tip. I don't mind them. They don't have like a ton of ink in them though, which is the only downside. So I have a feeling I'm gonna run out soon. But it was still like a fun little stationery item to pick up. One day I'll look into going to like a Daiso or somewhere else to try and find some other stationery and see if that works better for me. I also did some other fun stickers like this one, relaxation. And then I did, I wrote down a dessert that I did, that I made with mashed banana, date syrup, strawberries, and some cacao chocolate chunks. It's like 100% cacao. Like I tend to do like very healthy desserts where there's not like a lot of like, there's no fake sugars or added sugars. I'm just using like sweeteners that come naturally, like dates or other sweet fruits. I also went at the end of this week, I went to Trader Joe's because I was looking to find the little Trader Joe's totes that have been all over the place online. And because I saw they were like $3, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But I was super sad to find out that they're like a summer item. And so apparently they also go out really fast whenever they go into Trader Joe's. So I was really disappointed because I'd really wanted to go get one at my local Trader Joe's. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make my own. Because I looked online and I saw people are reselling these $3 Trader Joe's bags for like hundreds of dollars, like $200 or something, or even like $30, which for a $2 to $3 item, that's like crazy. And this is also the day I bought the Five Below supplies, and I brought some back to school supplies for a local charity that my work is partnering with. And then I did some playing Animal Well with my boyfriend, and we played several days in a row, and it was super fun and addictive. We were loving the game so far. It's extremely fun. And I also on Sunday had a lot of fun making lunch or dinner. I made these. I'm gonna include this in my recipe book as well. But I made this. It's like a healthy rice bowl with. I used rice and rice cauliflower as the base. I made pickled onions, and I added cucumber on top. I added. Let me see. I made my own hummus. I also made. Let me see. What are the other add-ons? I did these little sweet potato bits, which were really good. They're like sweet potato fries, but very tiny. And they're really nice. They're really nice to balance with the acidity of the onion, like the pickled onions. And I added some like chicken, or actually I used beef and then sometimes some chicken on top of this, and it's been a really good bowl to make for lunch or dinner. So it's been helping me meal prep a little bit this week. So I'm very excited about that. Although one issue I had with my shopping spree that day was that the first bag of onions I got were all moldy, so I was like, oh, I don't want to go back to the store, but I had to go and return all the onions I bought and go pick them out individually so I could get the right onions. So that's the lesson I learned this week was check the onions really well before you buy them at the store. Oh, and this week I also made some more cookies, which went by really fast. As you can see, the next day it said no more cookies. And I also wrote my favorite songs for the week. So last week my favorite songs were Technicolor Dreams by the Bee Gees. And I really loved that song. It has such a whimsical nature to it. I don't know, that was very fun. And I also really liked the song Fly Me to Heaven by the Tokyo Incidents, and also Sheena Ringo, who I mentioned last week, or I don't know if it was last week or the last video that I posted. I talked about Sheena Ringo, and so yeah, she's from a group called Tokyo Incidents, and this song is one of my favorites of theirs. Some of the other stickers that I left on here are, this one says Orange You Glad, and it's a duck with a little orange or tangerine on his head, and I really like this sticker. It's just very cute. And I have this little dapper duck, so it's a duck with a bow tie, and then I have this duck with a flower on his head. And then I still am working on next week, but that's what I got so far on my weekly spreads. I'm gonna go back and show my, let me see. I may consider putting in a monthly spread here to help me work on this. Let's see. So here is my monthly spread for July. And it's a little bit bare this time, but I added some washi tape and the various stickers that I made. And then I also did, this is my workout tracker. So far I've been doing pretty well. There are some days when I get a little tired, and recently I've been doing walks to kind of give me a nice break from some of the workouts that I've been doing, which have been fun. Like, these workouts are really good. This workout plan has been really nice. As you can see, my water tracking though has been falling off, and it's kind of a consistent theme, so I'm hoping to track it a little better and maybe a little differently in the future. And let's see, I'm gonna look at the spreads at the back of my planner. Here's that June spread that I made. I've actually started on doing my July reflections and prompts. I may start to finish it up soon here, but one thing I wanted to talk about on these reflections was, so I did, this month I am releasing or letting go of anxiety, and this month I am embracing strength, positivity, and decisiveness. So those are some things that sometimes I struggle with decisiveness, and I think that, you know, my goal is to improve that in the future. And actually, this was not one of the original prompts that I used from Planner Coven, and or Planner Coven or Ellie, I think Ellie's Plans was the other, or Ellie's Corner. And I feel like I felt that releasing, to me, the connotation I have with it can be a little bit negative, because I feel like releasing means there was it can be positive or negative, I guess, depending on how you look at it. But I felt like, you know, when you're releasing something, it's usually like the negative emotions and stuff, and I don't really want to be reminded of that, I guess. You know, that's something I was thinking about. I don't really want to be reminded of the negative emotions I felt of the previous month. And I really I think I'm going to omit this from my spreads in the future, or I'll cover it up with washi tape. I'm not sure. And then the next one I have is, this month I am embracing. So, and I like embracing. I just feel like that's a very positive word, and in it I can include positive qualities of myself in this category. And then I also started what I'm reading this month. I am currently working on, or I finished this month, A Scandal in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. So finished. And I'm working on 4 Ways to Get a Wife, which is a manhwa. The status, I have not finished it yet. I'm currently reading. So I'm very excited to finish it up, or at least finish up to the stopping point in the series. or not the series, but in the into the most recent episode. And I'm looking to find new ways to jazz up my spreads and add something different to them, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll see how creative I can get in the future and adding little stickers or doodles or other fun things to this spread. I think it could be very fun. Like maybe a more bullet journal style I might try for August going forward. I'm not sure. Let me see if there's some other spreads back here that I was working on. So the rest of these are reserved for the next months for this journal. And now I have my watch list. So this includes both movies and TV. So recently I just have a lot of movies on my list. So one of them is Lark Rise to Candleford, which is 100% complete. I finished watching all seasons. I think I mentioned this in my last video. And then I watched Your Highness, which was a comedy. And I could give my own reviews of these. The Dark Crystal, which was a lot of fun. I remember making a comment about that in the last video. And then I also watched, as my recent movie night with my movie group, we watched The 36th Chamber of Shaolin, which was it's a martial arts movie about, it almost makes me think of like an underdog movie where someone the hero is trying to learn a specific skill or trying to achieve some kind of goal. And like in this case, he wants to learn all the chambers of Shaolin. He wants to learn all these skills. And you can look up a synopsis of this movie, but it was actually a very good watch, and I really liked it. It was a very uplifting show, and in some cases has inspired people that I know to start to improve their martial arts or to improve their skills in a particular craft. It's kind of like, this actually reminds me of, there's certain anime or other shows that I've seen where they'll motivate me to be like, I want to study right now, or I want to go make music right now. I would say like one show that reminds me of that is Nodame Cantabile, which is an anime, and it's about music students. And I remember watching that and being like, I want to study right now, or I want to go play music right now. Like, it motivated me so much. And now here's my to-read list. I decided to move all of my pencil-marked books onto this list, so that way I can just add them on my to-read list when I've started them or something like that. I think that might be a better system. So these are some comics or manhwas, some of them, and books that I've been reading. So this one's Divine Rivals. Actually, I didn't start this one, so I might have to I may remove it from the list or just try to start it soon. And I also really liked My In-Laws Are Obsessed With Me. I believe this is on Webtoons. And then 4 Ways to Get a Wife, which I mentioned earlier. And I think this is a very cute and funny manhwa that I've been reading. And let's see. Oh, I have new recipes to try that I have. Some of them I have marked now that I've tried them. So I did make and try the souffle omelet or pancake. I found a YouTube video on this, and I really liked the results. I think it's really fun. Your arm will hurt if you use a whisk to make these souffle omelet pancakes, because it requires you to make like a meringue, which is what's formed by like whipping egg whites really fast and for like a long time. And they make like the egg whites turn into this like creamy texture that makes like stiff peaks to it. So it's a very interesting process. It reminds me of making macarons, which I have failed at in the past, but I'm hoping to do better in the future. I also made this Mediterranean bowl from, that's basically what I was describing with the hummus and pickled onions and everything. But I made something very similar to there's a place I like to go to eat, or that I like to order from, and they have this Mediterranean bowl that I was trying to make. And then I also learned how to make pickled onions, which was another important task that I wanted to include on here. And my goal is to add in these recipes that I have tried and put them into my recipe book. I don't think I've shown my recipe book on this channel before, and I'm still working on adding new entries into it. I can actually show you guys the first one. So this is my recipe book here. I actually, for the cover on this, I used watercolor paper. And I really liked how stiff the watercolor paper is. It's very easy to work with too. And these are some stickers that I made. I have a strawberry birthday kind of, or strawberry celebration themed sticker set that I did. And I used some washi tape, and I used like this, like a strawberry themed spoon, and this is like a little strawberry cake. And I really liked my lettering on this as well with the curly letters. It was really cute and fun. And on the inside, I bound this, actually bound this book to myself using some thread, and this, and I made these. I made like a sweet index for all the sweet items that I have had. And then I also would like to try savory in the future, so I'm just going to figure out how to add it in. I might pick a part halfway in the book and add savory items. And then I added the first entry, which is these no sugar peppermint patties that I really liked making. They're like almost like peppermint Reese's cups or peppermint cups, but they turned out very good and they were fun. And I made sure to reference like where I got them from or who the name of the recipe author is. And then I wrote down some of the steps, ingredients, etc. and some of the materials that I need. And that is it for my recipe book so far. I'm looking to add in some of the other cookie recipes that I've experimented with in the past. And then also some of the savory recipes that I've learned so far. So I will maybe see you guys in another video to talk about this recipe book and some of the other recipes that I've found. Let's see. I'm also looking at what to do with these other remaining pages that I have that are empty right now. I have a little like plant on my windowsill, and I've been tracking like the little flowers and stuff that I found in it. And I'd almost like to use the pictures of those flowers and paste them in here. I'm wondering maybe that's something I'll do. And I also had an idea of doing a stickers collection, which sounds like a lot of fun. And just I've seen people do like junk journals and stuff where they just paste in all the stickers that they have. And then I also wrote down a new spread for my favorite stationery, and I put down, of course, my Platinum Preppy Fine 03, and it's a fountain pen. I got it on Amazon. And then I also have this Pentel Quicker Clicker mechanical pencil that I really like as well. This one is like I actually got this one from my dad, who is like it's a very old one that he had. But I really love this mechanical pencil. I just really like the way it writes. It doesn't feel soft or anything. Like there's some where they squeak when they write, or they're just very soft over time. Like the lead, just how you write with it. And I think this one doesn't have any of those qualities that I don't like. And I feel like very much like you can control the tip of the pencil, and it just writes really well and very fine. So it's a 0.5 millimeter lead. And yeah, I'm looking to get more of these. So I saw them on Amazon. They also have these nice, it's like an eraser stick. And this is also by Pentel. It's the Click Eraser. And I really like this one as well. It's been useful to have. You can kind of erase like a pen or like a pencil. And it's a very useful tool to have. Here is my ink swatches that I've been working on. This is the very back page of my journal, and I thought it might be the best place to include the ink swatches. So what I have here is some of the Five Below fountain pen and highlighter sets that I got, the Quicker Clicker, the Platinum Preppy. I also enjoy I see these Five Below 21 illustration marker set that I got, and the issue with these is that they have a lot of bleed through, as you can see on this page that I tipped in. So that's why I'm using sticker paper to include them. This tip-in page is from my week's planner that I had, or the weekly planner that I'm using, or actually the one that I left to join the Inamio, or to use the Inamio for. So. Okay, so that's all the updates for my planner, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I also made these stickers that are the ice cream bears, or the ice cream pandas. This one is the strawberry ice cream panda that you see on the front of my cover. And I also have this one, which is based on Neapolitan ice cream. This panda is based on vanilla ice cream. This one is based on mint ice cream. This one is based on cookies and cream because he's got these little cookies and he's a little chef. This one is a chocolate ice cream panda, and I really like these. They're really fun. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next video.